Hello and welcome to the Story Pilgrim, episode 44, San Francisco, Mechanical Ghosts. Ooh. Now, this wasn't the plan. 4 days of standby, and I thought that I would just be binge watching TV in my dressing gown. Instead, I am walking the streets of San Francisco, a city of hills, poetry, seals, and something strangely silent. What struck me most wasn't the postcard landmarks or the fog creeping in like theatrical smoke. Now, it was the Waymo cars. More about that in a second, but before we dive in, please, if you are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, a lot longer than you would know. Subscribe, please. Thank you. Have you done it? Great. If you are listening on the audio podcast, that's on Apple, Podbean, Spotify, wherever you are listening, please hit the follow. Lots more to come. Tons more to come. Thank you. Right, so those Waymo cars, they are empty vehicles gliding through the streets like the city had been abandoned mid-conversation. No driver, no destination until you call for one, just movement. Quiet, eerie, and kind of cool and elegant. This city is full of stories, past, present, and imagined. The silence, it got loud, so I followed it. This is a walk through contrast, the ancient and the automated, the sacred and the slightly absurd. San Francisco, it's always shifting and it's never quite still. Well, here we go again. I was on a 4-day standby block, which started with airport standby yesterday at 12:30. We've had all of this fun disruption going on with regards to Heathrow, and I thought I wasn't going to go anywhere because I know that they called a lot of people in for overtime to fill gaps. And an hour and 10 minutes into my standby block, I got a phone call to bring me out here to sunny San Francisco. Now that's great. It's wonderful. I haven't been here for over 30 years, but it's a wonderful building, isn't it? Very green and ornate. I didn't know what to pack for. 4 days. It's March. It's still relatively cold. So I mainly packed, jacket, woolly jumpers, my beanie, and here I find myself in sunny San Francisco, which is going to have a high today of 25 degrees. So I've decided not to pop my beanie on because that would very quickly turn into my own personal sauna. And I'm going to have a chance to get out and about and look around San Francisco. The gentleman in orange there. Remember Philadelphia? We had the street concierge. He's a San Francisco ambassador. So again, same sort of thing, walking around. So we're going to go for a wander. Now, I've been thinking quite a lot of my episodes, in fact, nearly all my episodes, I'm like reflecting and being deeply philosophical and all those type of things. I don't want to do that today. I think I need to feel a little bit light-hearted. I mean, San Francisco has a great liberal reputation, and so, I mean, the person that designed this city must have had something against knees, because there's a lot of opportunity to walk up and down hills here. So I thought I'd just go out and discover and just take it easy, really. So the theme today is just going to be a little bit like whimsical, really, and the life of twists and turns and just enjoying it, really. There's Bloomingdale's. There's Levi's over there, look. Can you see that? Right in the middle. And then you look over there, and there's Levi's right over there. Do they like their jeans in San Francisco? I think they might. Macy's! Anyway, Barney's? Oh, heck. So here in San Francisco, the crew were all talking about Waymos, and here we can see two back to back. They're all over the place. They are Jaguar cars, and they are like an Uber, but there's nobody driving it. It is just a regular car. It's a Jag. It's got all those sensors on it, look, all working away. And you can get them to drive you around the city, and there is absolutely nobody in the driver's seat. There we go. You see, there's having a nice wave, having his journey. Yeah, so you have to download the Waymo app, and these cars will come and pick you up and drop you off wherever you want to. And you can play your own music. You just get in it, you press go, and off it goes. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? As I've been walking around here, you can see them at the top of their thing, the sensors on the top of the car. There's loads of them. As we were driving in yesterday, you could see loads of them being charged up because they're all electric. Do or do not. Here I am in Union Square in San Francisco. It's all very tropical. These massive palm trees, but surrounded by, there's Tony Birch over there, Montclair, Bulgari. Union Square, here we are. Look, in the center of San Francisco. It is the fashionista area, the haute couture of San Francisco. Right in the middle here, look, Saks, Fifth Avenue, and I arrived here with my beanie. But that's okay, we won't talk about that. San Francisco, should we say a few things about San Francisco? It was originally called Yerba Buena, which means good herb in Spanish. Named by the Spanish settlers in the 1700s, but in 1847, lieutenant, is it lieutenant or lieutenant? Washington Bartlett renamed it San Francisco in order to bring it in line with the bay, which was already called San Francisco. So after St. Francis of Assisi. So they think they wanted to bring it into line by that. So January 30th, 1847, it became San Francisco. A few things about it. It is, those are nice little trees over there, aren't they? It's illegal for you to bury a body within the city limits. So there are no burial grounds, cemeteries within the city limits. You're buried outside, basically. Golden Gate Park, which sort of towards the Golden Gate Bridge, is a larger park than Central Park. Oh, fancy that! And Golden Gate Bridge, originally, when they put it up, they wanted to paint it black and yellow, but it's red. We'll see that later, hopefully. I think that's all there is to say about San Francisco. There's nothing else very significant about it. I'm teasing, aren't I? It is one of the most expensive places to live in America at the moment. I think that's because it's just land and what have you, and all of that. But also, we've got the big tech companies here. Silicon Valley, not very far away. Those Waymo cars are everywhere. It is a little bit creepy, it's atypical, and at the same time it's really cool. It was a beautiful day, and I was feeling right at ease in this beautiful city by the bay. The Ritz-Carlton, San Francisco, across the road from a lovely, delightful Art Deco building. always surprises me when Americans complain about their architecture and stuff, because you do have good. It's just not old or as old. Oh, we look down there. We can see the bay and lovely spires of church down there. So I've already found myself a couple of times going up and down staircases because San Francisco is on so many different levels. So I've already navigated a couple of these as I'm going around the city. Chinatown in San Francisco, if I am not incorrect, is the largest Chinatown outside of Asia. So there's a lot here. Just walked past a shop there which sort of had fortune stuff in it and what have you, and a prediction said you will find what you are not looking for today. That's pretty much my life, really. Yeah, you know, it's also said throwing acid is wrong in some people's eyes. Oh, look at that little, just little things. There's loads of things. Yummy dim sum and fast food. There they go. It really is a very big Chinatown, and it's very bustling. There's just everything. Chinese, food, material, woks. It's all here. China marketing. It's great, isn't it? Look at these knobbly oranges. You got knobbly oranges like that. All the fruit. What's that? Hello. Yeah, it's great. If you like Chinese food, I'm guessing you're just going to be stuck for choice here. Chinatown was in the throes of waking up and was already humming with the hustle and bustle of people running errands, shoppers and tourists, soaking up the culture. Now, I did not have a route in mind. I was just following my nose, heading north out of Chinatown. We've just come from the hustle bustle of Chinatown, and I find myself in the serenity of North Beach, predominantly Italian area. I mean, it is early in the morning, it's just going 10 o'clock, but it is much more serene up here. Having a little rest. North Beach, quite well known for its Italian neighbourhood and beat poetry. We'll talk about that a bit later. I was torn between me Jack Kerouac and an almond croissant, and the almond croissant, it won out every day really. Okay, so I have come into the inside of Coit Tower, which is on the top of Telegraph Hill. I have to double check that. But when we go inside here, there is all these wonderful paintings by different artists. 33, I think she said, or maybe 27 different artists. Here is Coit Tower that we're about to go up. And it was built in 1933 by Lily Hitchcock Coit. She was an eccentric that lived in San Francisco. She loved to chase fire engines, but that's another story. But she put this up as a dedication, trying to give back to the city. It's on one of the tallest hills, and she employed these artists to do this work inside here, part of her little bit to help the Great Depression. So there was quite a few people. I think she said actually 27 artists and 19 artists and 27 assistants or something like that. It's really cool, isn't it? But the elevator is out, so we're going to have to walk up 200 and odd stairs, and there isn't even a slide to come down at the end of it. That's a bit of a miss, isn't it? Fireman's pole would have done. You thought I was joking when I said she likes to chase fire engines. There she is, look. Lily Hitchcock Coit with her fire hat on, or a fire hat on. I don't know if that was hers or not. Okay, we are going to attempt to walk up these stairs now. Uh-oh. Okay, so we are at the base. There is the elevator. That does not work. What a bugger. So we have to go up these stairs. Apparently, the art only goes up a certain amount, but we are going to go and find out. We've got a couple of hundred steps to go up. We'll do it fine.
Okay, so this is the end of the second floor. Okay, so we're actually turning around. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Just make sure when
Golf.
When you're making room for other people, you're not moving to the other part because it's very delicate.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you. Okay,
She doesn't look very happy, does she? Is that a sick bag?
we're not. So do you want to go 13 flights upstairs? It's fine, I'm not.
See a slight difference when the murals are on the wall. It's just concrete, in it, from 1933. Could do a good little scare haunted tower thing. I'm sure they probably do. If they don't, you should. Crikey. And we made it. View's pretty good. It's quite overwhelming, but I think that's just it's just due to my lack of fitness. Then we have the shadow of Coit Tower. There's the Golden Gate Bridge. Spanning the bay. Pier 39 down there. Alcatraz. A great view of the city from up here. Coit Tower was proving to be a great choice. The view from the top was just stunning. It was a very clear day and I was just taking it all in. There was just too much to take in. It all felt very close but also very far away. There we have Alcatraz, quite famous as a prison. It was originally a fort. It is named after pelicans, the brown pelican, the Isla de Alcatrazes in Spanish. Was never actually full as a prison. Had about at the most 320 people on there. Famous people there, Al Capone. Richard Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Am I not doing a very good job with my handling skills there, am I? No one officially ever escaped from there. But when you zoom out, I mean, from up here, your perspective is slightly different with regards to like distances and stuff. There's Pier 39 down the front there. Military boat. Not quite sure what that is. I can maybe find out later. And families would live on it. If you're a prison officer on there, you were allowed to have your families over there for a time, and there are stories of children living up and growing up there. Yeah. So there you go, just across the bay there. Okay, so that was the top of Coit Tower. Absolutely worth a trip up here to come up and have a look. Watch your step when you're going down. First one there, and we shall. I'm sure it's going to be a bit easier going down than it was coming up. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Just also reminded at how rude Americans can be. Going to be a bit controversial there. Just a guy just literally pushed me out of the way. I was like, "Are you all right?" He was like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, right. Now, I was in two minds whether I should have a theme for this episode, but I was being heckled from the wings by some silliness. So I tossed in onto stage and let them fend for themselves. So in the essence of keeping things a little bit lighter, I'm reminded of a couple of jokes that I absolutely adore, but they are very long jokes. So I'm going to try and keep this one short. It's about the Great Metallico. So the circus is travelling around England, and it comes to this particular town, and they put up the posters, and there's a gentleman called Fred Smith. He sees these posters, and on the poster it says the circus is in town, and he's very, very excited because he has an act, and he goes there and they're all setting up, and he has to find the man in charge, the person in charge, and he's directed to the ringmaster. He goes to the ringmaster and he says, "Hello, my name's Fred Smith, but I have an act called The Great Metallico." He says, "I have this amazing, wonderful, long, sequined gown, and I come into the middle of the auditorium with a very thick steel bar, and I challenge anybody to hit me over the head with this steel bar." So the ringmaster says, "That sounds really good. When are you available?" He says, "Well, I'm available tonight." He's like, "Okay." Oh, sorry, I'm dropping me phone. There we go. He says, "I'm available tonight." So, okay, all right, I'm going to put you on right after the elephants. This is old school, when they still had animals in the circus. And so he's like, "Okay, great." And so the ringmaster gets some more posters put up, circus in town starring tonight The Great Metallico. So they sell out. Everybody sells out. Gets that popular that even Princess Anne goes to watch. And they fire alarm. Let's go this way. There's Alcatraz, you can see there. So everybody is packed. All the kids are there. They're having a great time. The clowns are nailing it. The elephants go on, absolutely brilliant. And then the ringmaster goes out, "Ladies and gentlemen, for your one night only, The Great Metallico." So Fred walks out in his big sequin cloak, and everybody's like, "Ooh!" And he walks out into the middle, and he holds up this massive big steel bar, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, I challenge anybody in this circus tent to come down here and hit me over the head with this steel bar." And there's just silence. Nobody says anything. And everybody's like, "Oh, nobody's going to do that. I mean, that's really bad." And so he says, "Once again, is there anybody in this circus tent who will come down here and hit me over the head with this steel bar?" And Princess Anne nudges her security guard, who's a big guy, and says, "Go on, you have a go." He's like, "Really, me?" She's like, "Yeah, go on, have a go." So he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." And he stands up, and he's massive, and the whole crowd go, "Whoa!" So he walks down, he gets the steel bar in his hands. The Great Metallico kneels down in the centre of the circus tent, and he doesn't hold back. He absolutely smacks him over the head with this steel bar, and the Great Metallico is out. There is blood everywhere. He is in serious trouble. The security of Princess Anne is shocked. All the kids are shocked. Everybody is absolutely devastated. The ringmaster runs out with the clowns. They cover up the Great Metallico. They call the ambulance. They take him to the hospital. The ringmaster is like, "Oh my word, this is going to end me. What is going on?" He didn't check out Fred. He didn't check out the Great Metallico. He is absolutely devastated, and he sits by the Great Metallico's bedside for weeks. He is in a coma. It's not looking good. He's in a coma, and he's lying there, and the ringmaster is absolutely devastated. His circus is no more because of this incident, and he sits there for weeks and weeks and weeks. After about 8 weeks, the Great Metallico is lying there, and he suddenly just goes, oh, and the ringmaster's like, "Oh my word, he's alive, and he presses the alarm button, and the doctors come running in, and he's like, oh, and the ringmaster's like, Fred, the Great Metallico, you all right?" And he goes, "Yeah." Oh, what happened?" And the ringmaster's like, "Don't worry about what happened. You've been in a coma for like 8 weeks. Just lie there." And he's like, No. What? Tell me what happened." And he's like, "Well, you came to me. I'm in the circus. You came to me. We're in town, and you said you're the Great Metallico. And this guy came down, hit you over the head with a steel bar, and you were out. You've been in a coma for 8 weeks. Just take it easy." And the Great Metallico lies there, and he goes, "Oh, you got to help me up. He's like, what do you mean help you up? I'm not going to help you up. You stay lying there. And doctor's like, don't get him up. Leave him. He's like, no. I need to get up. So he's like, you can't get up. Don't get up. He's like, I need to get up. So he's like, all right, it's okay. So the ringmaster gently puts his arms around him and he gently lifts up the Great Metallico, and the Great Metallico gets up and he goes, ta-da! That is probably my favourite joke after the stepladder joke. It might even be before the stepladder joke. Are you glad you listened into that one? Sure you are. No trip would be complete without coming to see Pier 39 down in San Francisco's harbour. It's just a fun place with lots of shops, and we could not have a Story Pilgrim episode complete without a carousel. And this is quite a nice carousel. It's double-decker San Francisco carousel. There it is. Isn't that lovely? Look at the weather. Blue sky. Absolutely lucked out so much on this trip. A lot of fun. I keep saying it, don't I? But I am extremely lucky to have what I have. Bubba gump, shrimp. Yeah, they do say that, don't they? Life is like a box of chocolates. Very short if you have a huge appetite like me. Oh, got a little bit of an itch. You just got to scratch, haven't you? When you got an itch, you just got to do it. And when you got to have a nap, you just got to have a nap. I mean, can't blame them, really. Down at Pier 39. This is fun. There's loads of them over there as well. What are they? Yeah, he's definitely got an itch, hasn't he? Then there you can see them frolicking around in the sea. Oh, there. Oh, she was having a nice rest. Kicked him off. He is the lion, sea lion control. More like a bully, if you ask me. Him over there. There he goes. Oh dear. Pier 39. It has to be done, really. Yeah. And there's Coit Hill you can see in the distance. Pier 39 and the walk along the front there, the Embarcadero, is a must-see, a must-do when you're in San Francisco. Now, it was time for some food, and well, you know me, when it comes to America, there is only one or two genres that I really like, and this one is a classic. Have you ever seen American Graffiti? A very early 1973 George Lucas movie. This is the inspiration. George Lucas grew up just outside of San Francisco, and Mel's Drive-In Diner was one of the places that was inspirational for him for American Graffiti. It's just a fun diner. This isn't the original, there's loads of them all over the place, but they're all the same. I love the fact that if you've sat at a booth, you get a little jukebox there for you to select the music from. They are also over at the counters, which is really cool. This has a really cool aesthetic to it. These are the kind of places I love in America. Classic, the good old corned beef hash, eggs over medium and hash browns with a nice bottomless coffee. From one icon to another. Now, I don't know why I'm always quite reluctant to do touristy things. I don't know what that is about me, but I always try and talk myself out of it. But this time, I just had to. I mean, it's a cliche, but I absolutely had to experience this. San Francisco is a very accessible city. There are loads of ways for you to travel around, and one of them, of course, is the cable car. There are 3 lines. This is the Powell and Mason line, and it basically there's just cables underneath that they attach. You can see those handles there on the inside of the cable car, and they use those to grab hold of the cable, and it pulls it along. And this is the end of the Powell and Mason line in by Union Square. Each of these cable cars, they hold about 32 people altogether. You can sit down on the inside there. Look, you can hang on to the outside. It's $8 for a single ride and $14 if you want to get the whole thing. Look at them pushing it up there off there, because it's not actually on the cable there. Look, it just goes at 9 miles an hour, and yeah, it you can get the $14 ride, which is a day pass. There's different day passes that you get. You can see it going up there. A really cool thing. They have the buses, and there's fire and rescue. We're not going to get on one of those, hopefully. But they also have the trams as well, the old trams. I don't know if there's any going to be coming along here at the moment. But yeah, if I walk down here, you can see in the road there the red line with the tramway that goes along as well. So there's lots of easy ways for you to get around this city. So there's 2 lines down here at Powell stop. There's the Powell and Mason and the Powell and Hyde. As you can see on this one, this is the Powell and Mason. That's pretty much a straight shot along, and then the Powell and Hyde will take you more up to Fisherman's Wharf and takes in a little bit. So I'm going to get on that one. You can see it's waiting there. The number 2 is waiting to come on down, and they leave about every 10 minutes. And down here at Powell, you've got a bit of a longer wait because of you've got the two lines coming into one. So we'll take this one up to along the Hyde line. There's the Hyde, the Mason, the California. California goes in a completely different direction. So we'll take those and see how it is. But yeah, there's a young man here singing away to give a little bit of entertainment. It's a little bit morbid, to be honest, but I mean, he sounds great. But could do with something a little bit more upbeat on this. What day is it? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. I lose what days of the week it is when I do these flights and trips. I just know I'm here, and it's crazy. I only get 2 days here, and in some ways that's not much. But in other ways, it feels like it's going on forever. You just want to get back home because you're kind of in that state where you can't really do anything. I can, but I can't. So it's sort of like I'm very lucky, but also just kind of like wish. I don't know. There's always something, isn't there? So here it comes, number 2. It's going to come down for a little turnaround. They're really cute. And the little trams, the trams that go around as well are really quite interesting, that run along the other side. Get them to push it around. Again, these guys get a good workout every half an hour when they turn around. Pretty cool. The inside of the cable car, and you can see the workings and the cable down there, which is pretty cool. So here we are at the start, waiting to go all the way up there. Okay, we are ready to go up. Here we go. See the cable car signal on the side there. The 2 red X's. There it goes. Get a good view coming up to Fisherman's Wharf in front there. That's a cable car line for California going off in that direction. And we're coming down through Chinatown now. So we're just coming up to Hyde now. So we're going to turn and go down towards the bay.
Which one is the break? Down with them.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes!
Four. Oh, I haven't been counting smiles today. That was at least 8 smiles. We gotta go for 10. I'm ahead. I know. Yeah, okay. We're at 12. Yes. So fun. I think it's good.
And there is the most crookedest street
First time you came.
in the world, apparently. I mean, Lombard Street, which is behind us there. Yeah, known as the most crookedest street in the world. Of course, America has to have the most thing of everything. It probably isn't, but just gets to be known now by that. And you see a great view of the city over there. Okay, so here we go. We're going down. It's a pretty street.
Yeah. We've just stayed connected. Yeah. I love how like this. It's funny because like my friends that were like, hey, come up
You see the Hyde Street Pier down the bottom there. No stop signs here. That guy who's riding his bike, he's doing really well.
And just over the years, yeah, we just stayed connected. 13.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, 2. 14. I got 14. It's my favorite thing about
Here we go. Now we'll probably get a view of the Golden Gate Bridge as we're coming down here. There it is, over there. This big tall boat and we're playing in the park. Okay, and Alcatraz out there. Well, I think it is safe to say that this little walk took a turn for the cheerful. Usually the episodes on the Story Pilgrim are ponderous, questions about existence, reflections on connections, the occasional existential dread outside of a cathedral, but not today. Today I just sort of kind of let my nose do the walking and let silliness pop its head up every now and again. Told a couple of jokes that might not make it past customs, and I walked a city that feels like it was designed by someone who had like a spinal obsession. Climbed up Coit Tower. My legs, they still haven't forgiven me for that, but the view from up there, well, it was completely worth it. If you were ever there, go and do it. There was the sprawl of the city, the sea, the organised chaos in the streets below. From up there, everything came into focus. And the food! Woohoo! A proper meal at Mel's Drive-In. In retro booths, neon signs, burgers the size of my face. George Lucas found inspiration there, and so did I. Yeah, mostly in the french fries. But San Francisco has given me sunshine, silence, strange driverless cars, and a few offbeat conversations. And a feeling that I haven't had in quite a while. Lightness. So, the Story Pilgrim was walked, talked, written, directed, edited by me, Darren Hill. Anya Backer provided the wonderful music on Shaun the Harp. For more about us, please search The Story Pilgrim on all of your socials. Go to our website. Have a look at that. There is a blog there. I keep saying about that. I write there and I don't know who's reading it. And please, hit that subscribe button. You know where it is. It's right there. There is plenty more content to come. The big videos are coming out once every 2 weeks. I'm going to start dropping smaller videos. There are shorts going out every single day. Once again, thank you. Keep listening and buen camino.